Hello, fellow Pops. I'm Dr. F. Scott Field, and I'm bringing you a message from our sponsor at Ice Shaker. My diet's always been a little bit messed up most of my life, and I recently started trying to take back control of my health. And one of the issues my doctor pointed out was that I needed to make an increase in my protein intake. Now, I can't eat chicken breasts all day, every day, so protein shakes and powders have become a big help. Ice Shaker and its built-in removable agitator is an amazing product. They come in a bunch of sizes and colors, and you can even get inscriptions and logos on them. They're stainless steel, double wall insulated, and hold ice for 30 plus hours. If you're interested in purchasing one, you can click on the link in our show notes. Or if you're interested in selling them for your business and making commission, and let's be honest, if you're listening to the Professors of Profit vlogcast and you can consider yourself a pop or a professor of profit, you're likely interested in selling these as a side hustle. You can click on that link in the show notes as well. Or you can reach out to me directly on social media. I'm pretty available there. I love Ice Shaker, and I'm betting you, your patients, and your clients will too. Ice Shaker, let's shake things up. Now let's start the show. Hello, everybody. Dr. F. Scott Field here. Welcome to another episode of the Professors of Profit vlogcast. I'm here with Dr. David Bruton Jr. today, ex-NFL player, current physical therapy practice owner, and more important, the topic we're going to talk about today, foundation owner. He's the creator of Bruton's books. David, thanks so much for coming on today. Tell us a little bit about your background and how it led you to create Bruton's books.
Thank you for having me on the show. And, Bruton's books is my baby. I love that because I wanted to do something different than what every NFL player seems to be doing with, a football camp or something along those lines. I wanted to do something that was very personal, something that hit home, and literacy was one. Obviously, education's a big part of my life. Heck, I went back to school to continue my education and become a doctor of physical therapy, and I was always called a nerd in the locker room. So it only felt right and followed suit to start a foundation that was geared towards education.
Yeah, I love that. Fellow nerd here myself. Like I said, I was an English major before I became a physical therapist. So I did a lot of reading and writing at an early age because my dad was an English teacher on Long Island for 30 some odd years, hence the name F. Scott Field, right? He named me after F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Yep.
I used to love reading. I used to do a lot of it. And then grad school came along and it was all textbooks and journal articles for many, many years. And just recently, after finishing my EDD, I was able to get back into reading what I liked. It was a fun transition to get back to reading again. And I've forgotten how much I really enjoyed it,
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I definitely feel that. Textbooks will just kill that for sure.
Yeah, it's a tough transition, but again, a necessary evil. You got to do what you got to do to get through, PT school. But tell us a little bit about, what it's like starting a nonprofit foundation or a charitable, foundation that obviously the goal is to give back in some way, shape, or form. But what was it like actually starting that?
Well, it's crazy because we were able to get it up and running in 2 weeks, 3
Wow.
weeks. We hit the ground running. And what was huge for me is because I had no idea how to start it, but just having somebody that I've worked with along the way with different types of, she's done different types of work with the Broncos and with the Red Sox and things of that nature. Just having that relationship with her, she definitely helped catapult this into fruition. She made it happen quickly.
Yeah, it's nice when you get a little bit of help there, for sure. Tell me a little bit about what it's like operating a foundation from like a personal standpoint. What do you get out of it? What do you feel when you're able to do something on a charitable level like that? Why should people look into starting a foundation?
I think I think it's one of our roles as human beings to give back. I think it's something.
Well, I did my dissertation on service-based learning. I actually, I'm a huge fan of community service. I think it's an important, thing that we should all do, especially as physical therapists. It's part of our practice act. But
some
I
type of
think
test coming
there's
up.
definitely got to be a little bit of an internal calling,
every
and
other week.
it's got to be one of those things that you're moved to do. I feel like
for me,
it can
I
be
get a
coached and
lot of
taught, and
joy
people
out
can
of it.
kind of see how
Honestly,
to get
it's been
into it
instilled in
and
me
how
since I
to go
was
about doing that.
young.
But I also feel like a
My
lot of it
parents
comes
were
from an
huge in
internal
church,
need and
and we always did
a
things
self
to give
want to
back to
do
the
that.
church,
So
and then
again, I
kind of
appreciate
carried
everything that you're
on
doing,
throughout
and I
middle
appreciate
school and
everything
high
that
school, and then
the
Notre Dame. We
foundation is
did
doing.
charity events
How
there,
can
and then
people reach out? How
here
can
with the
people donate? How
Broncos,
can people get involved if they want to follow up and see
with the
what the
Redskins,
foundation's up
Commanders
to?
now. People can go to the website
things in the community, whether
brutonsbooks.org.
it's with reading
We
or
will have an
opening up
updated book
libraries
list here
or
in a
Boys
couple
and
weeks
Girls
from the
clubs, or
schools
if you were up to play
around here in
60,
Colorado,
things
as
of that
well as
nature,
in
just Dayton,
just
Ohio.
anything that Denver, Colorado, and Dayton, Ohio,
I could just make a
as
difference.
well as
And I felt like I was
up,
very blessed and
updated
in a lot of
a little
ways.
bit
And
after
why
we
not
give some bikes
bestow
away
that
as well. So
blessing?
you'll be seeing
Why
some great
not
things
put
happening
a smile
in
on
the next
somebody's
couple
face?
weeks.
Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate your time and for everything that you're doing with Bruton's books. We'll put all the links in the show notes so people can follow up and find you easily. David, best of luck with everything you're doing, not only in the physical therapy world, but with the foundation as well. And we look forward to seeing what you're up to these days.
Appreciate it. Thank you, sir.